Welcome back to Reimagine 2021 version 11, our virtual conference series, bringing you nothing but the best projects, bright minds, and leaders in the space with a focus on what's up next. My name is Miguel Vazquez, and up next with us today is Asaf Naim, co-founder and CEO of Kirobo, the startup with the challenging goal of protecting crypto end users from human error. Kirobo recently launched retrievable transfer, a technology they're saying is the undo button for Bitcoin and Ethereum transactions. Mr. Naim, what made you start Kirobo and why? I think we're all very familiar with the situation you're trying to prevent.
Um, Basically, I'm an accountant. I have a master degree in taxation. I taught myself how to program. So I have a friend that established a tax division, and he asked me to join and run the tax division because I have all the knowledge and also the technical background. And after a few months, one of the clients asked me to report losses because he sent money to the wrong address. And then this is the first time that I actually thought and understand that it's possible, and I thought it's unbelievable, and this thing has to be fixed, and this is how I established Kirobo.
So what does Kirobo do? So I know is that how are we already there? And then also I saw the peer-to-peer swap as well. Maybe we could talk a little bit about that.
Kirobo basically the vision is to making blockchain as simple as online banking, in the meaning that you just do, you don't even think about it, right? So we identify three things that actually cause loss of money. The first one is when you send money. So a lot of people made the mistake, and actually 80% of all users afraid to send money. This is why we send two transactions. The first the $1 and then the big amount. And the second one is the ability to lose access to your wallet. I think this is huge, and we will soon reveal our solution for that. And also the inheritance. So if someone died, the money is gone forever. And I think that in order to build a sustainable ecosystem, this problem has to be addressed.
Definitely. Yeah, those are some big problems, especially if you haven't set up beforehand before you die. It's kind of it's gone. What do you do? But how do you undo a transaction that's already been confirmed or completed on the blockchain?
Basically, it's unique transaction with a passcode. You interact with our platform like you connect to Uniswap. So with every wallet, basically 90% of all wallets, and then you generate the transaction with the passcode. The money is deducted from your account. You see the transaction on the blockchain, and then the recipient needs to connect to the system. He see the transaction, he see the money, but he needs to type the right passcode that you generate. As long as he didn't type the right passcode, you can retrieve the money back. Once you do, you can't.
So we're talking about more of this is going to be a layer 2 network, something that kind of sits on top of another blockchain, correct?
No, this is we build solely inside the blockchain, so it's a solution inside the blockchain, not layer 2, and we are not a custodian. We never touch the money.
So maybe we can just kind of branch off from there into what does the token actually do? Because I was poking around a little bit and I saw that you do actually have your own token.
Yeah, we have a token. Again, we will reveal the backup and inheritance solution very, very soon. And without the token, the backup and inheritance basically will be centralized. So in order to avoid that, we have to have a token that motivate people to help you once you lost access to your wallet or if someone died. But I cannot reveal more than that. So, but in order to do that, you have to have a motivation, and the motivation is by our token. And by the way, I can only say that you set up the rules in advance, and this rule sits on the blockchain, and if something happens, someone trigger these rules. I think it's very interesting concept because I just mentioned two problems that can be solved with that. the backup and inheritance. But imagine more thing. For example, if you want to do arbitrage, so you can set up a rules that if price on Uniswap is this and on SushiSwap is that, then you sign a transaction and this transaction execute only in the right time, and whoever execute this transaction rewarded with the coin that function as a reward mechanism.
Very interesting. Yeah, that's very quite unique. Quite unique. What other exciting things does Kirobo have coming in the near future?
I think that the idea is to build the safety net. So, for example, if you are a new protocol or even existing protocol, you can build on top of what we are doing or to interact with us, and basically your customers has a safety net. So, for example, if you provide liquidity and your LP token is stored as we revealed in the next future, then this LP token has a backup mechanism. Basically, if you lost access to your wallet, you will not lose access to your assets. And if someone died, God forbid, so the family will receive this LP token and will have they will have access to the funds.
So we were talking about kind of building it out into the future and stuff. Are you y'all gonna offer DeFi services for all users, like trading, staking, maybe NFTs and stuff like that?
Yeah, in the solution that we will reveal, everything can be stored inside. So you can store your NFT, you can trade directly out of our technology. Again, it's our technology, not our custodian. So you simply take our technology, deploy that, and from this moment on, and again, you can interact with any wallet. And from this moment on, you can swap, you can stake, you can store your LP, you can do whatever you want, and the rules that you set are here to stay.
Interesting, interesting. I was going to ask as well. I saw about the token that it said, or at least I saw a headline that said whale proof. Is that something that's going to be revealed soon, or do we already know how that's possible?
No, it's something that we did in the past, but it's not relevant
Oh,
anymore.
outdated,
Yeah,
outdated.
yeah.
Okay, no. Unfortunately, yeah, the search continues for the whale proof method, right?
Yeah.
What do you see? And talking about whales, it's getting normalized kind of in the financial industry, the biggest whales of all, right? Where do you see the crypto and blockchain kind of heading in the next few years? El Salvador, they've normalized, they've made, Bitcoin their national currency. What do you think about that and just kind of the future of crypto in general?
I think that the country that will normalize crypto basically will be the next innovation country that everyone will wants to go through. And the problem is that crypto DeFi sorry, crypto DeFi and whatever, it's a different form of of um, of money and finance institutional, and as long as as fast as the country will adopt that, it will happen, and it can be more secure than what it is now. Because, for example, if you take US regulation, you see that they are against or basically block most of the innovation. And for example, they make a hard life for Uniswap, but no one knows who run PancakeSwap, right? I don't know about that. So basically, you see a lot of project that are faceless. So it's not going to add security, but it's it's the opposite. But if they do a light regulation and they address this correctly and embrace the technology and not against the technology, I think um, um, it will be much benefit for all the players, the countries and the user. And I want to say another statement. I think that if someone let's say that someone now invented the cars, right? That we all drive all day long. No one in the current regulation be able to drive cars because back then when they invented the cars, the regulation that wasn't so hard and difficult. And you can see that with drones today, the technology is there, right? Me and you can fly in drones today. I don't know if you know that, but basically the regulation is killing that, and this is not the way to embrace technology and change.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we share a YouTube algorithm, my friend, because I'm getting that on my YouTube as well. The single person planes. It's very, very exciting. Yes, and I do agree with you that it does have a tendency to choke out, innovation and all those sorts of things. As you see the way that they treat some of the innovators in the space. What do you think about things like DAOs, or maybe even central banking digital currency? Like I believe the Fed just released something on stablecoins. Do you think that that could be a way for them to effectively get involved without being too restrictive?
Yeah. Listen, today, let's say, forget about crypto for 1 second. Let's say that you have $1 million. Where do you park this money, right? If you are not invested, so basically you will park this on your bank account. And your bank account take this money and make like deliver loans to other people, and basically the bank system make money out of your money, but you will receive fraction of that, if any. And the reason for that, but because there is no competition. the, where do you put this 1 million? Do you take this as cash? No. But the movement that you just described basically allow anyone to hold this money in his wallet. So let's say that USD will become a blockchain-based currency, like in China. So basically, you can hold your money inside JP Morgan, Bank of America, or whatever, or you can hold this in your Ledger, Trezor, MetaMask, or whatever. So then the bank will chase you in order for you to deposit the money inside the bank so they can actually loan the money. And actually bank, you remember Madoff system, right? Madoff was a fraud. But basically the banks do it every day. This is what banks do. They take your money and loan this to other people. And let me tell you a secret. If you give them $1 million, they take this $1 million and make $10 million investment on the same $1 million. They actually create the money. So, and this is legit because this is like they operate according to what the state allow them. So I think that if we do it on blockchain, first of all, they cannot produce any more money. Only the government and not the bank. And second, they will start paying you for allow them to take your money and to loan that money to other people.
Exactly. Yes, 100%. I agree with everything you just said. And also, if anybody doubts what this man just said, just Google what reverse repo actually is and why they won't let individuals do it, but they let banks do it. And so I do agree with you that some of this DeFi is really allowing people to get on the other side of that kind of equation that banks really have been on one side of for so long. So what is something that you can kind of see in the DeFi space, maybe even with Kirobo? You were talking about some of the swap platforms before. I've already expressed that kind of to my friends about, hey, we could get on the other side of the equation with some of these things. What is another avenue up that route that you kind of see kind of evening the playing field?
You mean on DeFi, right?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yeah. So again, I think that I mentioned that. I think that the DeFi movement now is in the beginning. So a lot of problems today. For example, I don't know if you know, but if you buy, let's say let's take CeFi. So let's say that you are in Binance and you want to buy or sell something. So you can have an order as the market price, or you can have a limit order. Most of the people do limit order. No one said like market price, right? Because you lost a lot of money. Let's say that someone offered to sell 100 Ether for $4,000, and then someone wants to sell 100 Ether at 4,100. Then if you buy 200, basically you pay 100 multiply 4,000, and then 100 multiply 4,100. So this is the market. The limit order said that you only willing to buy at 4,000. Now, I don't know if people know, but when you buy on Uniswap, you actually buy on market price. So you take the entire range, and this is why the slippage is so big. And people actually lose money because of this, and they don't even aware that they especially in small pools, that they change the price when they buy or sell. So I think that one of the biggest problem in DeFi currently is the ability to create rules that will trigger by mistake, that will trigger according to a call. For example, if the price hit 4,000, then buy. If the margin between Uniswap and SushiSwap is above 2%, then buy and sell. So there is no simple way to do that. Obviously, you can be a programmer and try to build a bot or something like that. But even so, you need, and also oracles, but even so, it's not that simple. And it can only address one issue, not 10, 30, 50, 100 different issue. And I think the new method that we will reveal soon will allow you to make whatever you want, like sign a wishes. You can sign whatever you want, and actually the community will execute your order according to what you define.
That's very, very powerful. So is that kind of what's something, I guess, you would like to leave our viewers with, and then maybe something exclusive that you want to kind of leave the viewers with to excite? I know you've been teasing a lot.
Yeah, I can tease now a little bit, but I don't know if you interact with Uniswap lately. So you see that the gas price is very, very high. Imagine that if you use our service, you don't need to pay for this gas.
I'm pretty excited.
This is what I can say. That's it.
You saved me about, I don't know, $20-$30 a day easy, and that's a slow day. So I think everybody out there, everybody out there should be very, very excited. So Mr. Asaf Naim, he's with Kirobo, a name that we will not soon forget, because I will be back. I will be back taking a look to see, because I'm sick and tired of paying for gas. You know, I'm sick and tired of paying for gas in the real world. So
exactly.
All right, Mr. Naim, it was a pleasure talking with you. Thank you. Have a great rest of your day today.
Thank you for having me.